This must be really one of the special items of the fair, and sure in your booth.
I'm certain it's the oldest manuscript at the fair. It dates from 980, so 10th century, from the Ottonian Empire, the Otto, the followers of Charlemagne.
Yeah.
And it's a gospel book. So it's the New Testament, the 4 Gospels in one book, with a binding, the only known wooden carved binding that probably is in imitation. This is 15th century binding.
Yeah.
That probably follows the original treasure binding, which would have been in ivory and enamel and gold and jewels.
Yeah.
So a gospel book wasn't really read. It was an object, a sacred object that sat on the altar.
Yeah.
And was used for oaths, in processions.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why this gospel book is in just extraordinary condition. I mean, it's 1,100 years old, and it looks like it was made yesterday.
Yeah, almost.
Almost, almost. It was made or ordered by a nun, an abbess, for her convent in Liesborn, Germany, which is in the Westphalia. It's not very far from the Netherlands. It's Westphalia near Munster.
Yeah.
Every page is here. It's on animal skin, which is parchment.
Yeah.
So one animal is probably a double page. So imagine how many animals it took to make this book.
And where did you find it?
It was in a private collection. The last time this book was on the market was in 1987, when it was described then as one of the most expensive manuscripts in private hands and the only Ottonian gospel book in private hands.
And it must still be expensive then.
It is, expensive is always a relative term.
Yeah, okay.
But this manuscript, we have at $6.5 million.
Yeah.
This is Here Begins the Gospel According to Matthew. Liber, book.
Yeah.
Generationes Jesus, so the book of the generations of Jesus Christ. Is how they start.
And you come quite some years to the fair already. Can you say that this is the most unique piece you bring during this year?
I think so. I think in 23 years, this is the most unique and extraordinary manuscript that I've brought to the fair. Maybe one of the most unique I've ever owned.
Yeah.
And I've been a dealer for a long time. So we're pleased to have this.